29-year-old Bobby McCaughey and her 27-year-old husband Kenny remain in seventh heaven tonight.
In 1997, Bobby and Kenny McCaughey's lives changed forever when they 0:1818 seconds welcomed the first surviving septuplets. While the world marveled at the miracle, 0:23 seconds no one knew how their journey would unfold. Today, 28 years later, the septuplets have 0:29 seconds blossomed into strong, independent individuals, each with a unique story to tell. As they navigate 0:49 seconds adulthood, their once improbable survival is now a testament to resilience, faith, 0:54 seconds in family. So what do they look like now? Let's dive into their journey and see how these 1:11 minute 1 second siblings have transformed over the years. The 7 siblings who defied the odds 1:091 minute 9 seconds on November 19, 1997. A family from Iowa found themselves at the center 1:151 minute 15 seconds off global attention as they made history most unexpectedly. That day, the world witnessed an 1:211 minute 21 seconds extraordinary event. The birth of 7 siblings, Kenny Jr., Alexis, Natalie, Kelsey, Nathan, 1:291 minute 29 seconds Brandon, and Joel. The odds of such an event were unimaginable, and their survival defied 1:351 minute 35 seconds every medical prediction, leaving the world in awe. What was initially a hopeful dream for 1:411 minute 41 seconds Bobby and Kenny McCaughey became a breathtaking miracle that captured hearts around the globe. 1:471 minute 47 seconds the McCaughey family quickly became a symbol of hope and resilience as the world watched 1:521 minute 52 seconds their extraordinary story unfold. The birth of septuplets defied the medical challenges that 1:581 minute 58 seconds often come with multiple births, leaving doctors, scientists, and families around the world in awe. 2:052 minutes 5 seconds from the very moment the babies were born. It was clear that this was a miracle. The survival 2:102 minutes 10 seconds off all 7 siblings placed the McCaughey's at the heart of a global story. One that not only filled 2:162 minutes 16 seconds people with joy and wonder, but also inspired countless others facing their own struggles. 2:212 minutes 21 seconds proving that miracles can happen against all odds. The media descended on the small town of Iowa. 2:272 minutes 27 seconds where Bobby and Kenny had once only dreamed of starting a family. What had been a simple wish 2:332 minutes 33 seconds had now become a stunning reality, touching hearts around the globe. The story wasn't just about the 2:392 minutes 39 seconds birth of 7 babies. It was about resilience, survival, and a family's incredible strength 2:462 minutes 46 seconds in the face of impossible odds. The McCaughey's journey showed the world that miracles do happen. 2:522 minutes 52 seconds 7 in the most unexpected circumstances. Sometimes, the greatest struggles lead to 2:572 minutes 57 seconds the most beautiful, life-changing outcomes. Their story inspired hope and belief in the impossible. 3:043 minutes for seconds, but this was only the beginning of their remarkable story. The journey ahead would bring even more challenges, triumphs, and surprises as the septuplets grew up together. 3:143 minutes 14 seconds each, sibling forging their own path while staying united by the shared experience of their extraordinary start in life. The world would continue to follow their journey. 3:243 minutes 24 seconds eagerly waiting to see how this incredible family would overcome each new hurdle that came their way. Their story would remain an inspiration to millions, reminding everyone 3:343 minutes 34 seconds that miracles are real, and they can happen when you least expect them. The world witnessed what many would have deemed impossible when the McCaughey family gave birth to 7 babies 3:443 minutes 44 seconds at once. But what was the couple's life like before they became parents to the septuplets? 3:493 minutes 49 seconds. Did they already have a child before the 7? And could a fertility treatment have triggered the birth of these miraculous babies? Now let's uncover the McCaughey's quiet beginning point for 24 minutes. 2 seconds the unexpected blessing before the miracle unfolded. There was a modest couple, Bobby and Kenny McCaughey, leading a quiet life in the small 124 minutes. 12-second sound of Carlisle, Iowa. They were a happy family, content with their daughter Michaela. But there was 184 minutes. 18 seconds always a longing for one more child to make their family complete. After facing years of 244 minutes, 24 seconds heartache and disappointment, their dream seemed more distant than ever. Still, their hope never 294 minutes, 29 seconds wavered, and after much thought, they decided to try fertility treatments, hoping that this might 364 minutes. 36 seconds finally bring the joy they had been yearning for. But no one, not even the doctors, could have 424 minutes. 42 seconds prepared them for the shock that was about to come. When the news arrived, it was nothing 474 minutes. 47 seconds short of unbelievable. 7 heartbeats. 7 tiny lives growing inside of Bobby, all at once. For 554 minutes. 55 seconds the couple was stunned. Their hopes and dreams had grown beyond anything they could have ever 5:005 minutes imagined. It was more than just a pregnancy. It was a new chapter in their lives that would stretch the limits of what they had known. In that life-changing moment, everything 5:105 minutes, 10 seconds shifted for them. What started as a simple hope for another child quickly transformed into an 5:165 minutes, 16 seconds incredible challenge. One filled with unknowns. It wasn't just about adding another baby to their 5:225 minutes, 22 seconds family. It was about welcoming 7 tiny lives into the world. The doctors were astonished. 5:285 minutes, 28 seconds a couple was in awe. And soon, the whole world would be watching, waiting, 5:345 minutes, 34 seconds and sharing in this miraculous event. Their journey was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. 5:405 minutes, 40 seconds and their lives would never be the same again. As the days went by, Bobby and Kenny found 5:465 minutes, 46 seconds themselves on a path they never expected. They had to learn to navigate the complexities of carrying 5:515 minutes, 51-second septuplets, facing unknowns that no one had ever truly prepared them for. But through it all, they 5:585 minutes, 58 seconds held onto each other, their faith, and the love they shared. The journey ahead would be tough, 6:056 minutes, 5 seconds, but it would also be filled with moments of awe, love, and a strength they never knew they had. 6:116 minutes, 11 seconds in the end. It was a story of perseverance, hope, and the power of family. Bobby and 6:176 minutes. 17 seconds. Kenny's journey was one that would inspire millions, proving that sometimes life's greatest miracles come when you least expect them. Beyond Bobby and Kenny having a child, 6:286 minutes, 28 seconds 7 before the arrival of the 7 babies. What trials did they face while carrying the pregnancy? 6:346 minutes, 34 seconds off the septuplets? Did they compromise their beliefs? Or did they face the challenges with unwavering determination? Now let's dive into the McCaughey's courageous decision. 6:466 minutes, 46 seconds. The impossible choice. The McCaughey's were faced with an unimaginable choice, one that would shake them to their core. When the doctors 6:556 minutes, 55 seconds delivered the shocking news about the septuplets, they were concerned. The pregnancy was so rare, 7:027 minutes, 2 seconds so high risk, that the medical team strongly recommended selective reduction, suggesting 7:077 minutes, 7 seconds that reducing the number of babies would give the others a better chance of survival. It was a cold 7:127 minutes, 12-second clinical decision, and it placed Bobby and Kenny in a position no parent should ever have to face. But Bobby and Kenny were determined to follow their hearts, and more importantly, 7:227 minutes, 22 seconds their faith. After much reflection, they made the decision to reject the medical advice. They chose to trust in God, putting their belief in his plan rather than the 7:3:27 minutes. 32 seconds harsh realities laid out by the doctors. They knew the risks. They understood the consequences. But their hope and faith ran deeper than the fear of what might happen. 7:4:37 minutes. 43 seconds. It was a decision that would test every ounce of their strength and resolve. The world watched as 7:4:97 minutes. 49 seconds. They chose to embrace the miracle, accepting the unknowns that came with it. For Bobby and Kenny, 7:5:47 minutes. 54 seconds. This wasn't just about having 7 babies. It was about holding on to something greater than 8:008 minutes themselves, something that couldn't be measured by science alone. Their choice wasn't about rejecting 8:068 minutes, 6 seconds medical advice, but about choosing faith over fear and placing their trust in the power of hope. 8:128 minutes, 12 seconds. This moment became a defining point in their journey, a moment that reshaped what it truly meant to hope for the impossible. As the days turned into weeks, Bobby and Kenny held on to 8:238 minutes, 23 seconds. Their belief, facing the unknowns of the pregnancy with unmatched courage. It wasn't an easy choice, 8:3:08 minutes, 30 seconds, but it stood as a powerful testament to their unshakable faith and the deep love they had for their children, even before they took their first breath. Their decision showed 8:398 minutes, 39 seconds, that true strength lies in love, even in the face of overwhelming uncertainty. 8:448 minutes, 44 seconds. What lay ahead was unknown, and the challenges were immense. But the McCaughey's choice to trust 8:5:08 minutes, 50 seconds in, something beyond their control, would become the foundation for everything that followed. They 8:5:68 minutes, 56 seconds shows hope, even in the face of overwhelming odds. And in doing so, they showed the world that sometimes the greatest miracles come when we dare to believe in the impossible. 9:069 minutes, 6 seconds. The McCaughey's were advised to reduce the number of babies before they were born, but they turned down the recommendation. Would they pay a heavy price for ignoring the experts? 9:169 minutes, 16 seconds advice? And what was the birth of the 7 babies like? Did it take days due to the number of children, or did it happen miraculously in just minutes? Let's uncover the shocking details. 9:309 minutes, 30 seconds. The miracle delivery. As Bobby's pregnancy continued, the excitement and anticipation surrounding the McCaughey family story reached an intense level. 9:409 minutes, 40 seconds. What had begun as a quiet hope for another child was now the talk of the world. Doctors 9:469 minutes, 46 seconds, and specialists were on high alert, preparing for what was expected to be one of the most complicated and groundbreaking deliveries in medical history. The stakes were higher than ever. 9:569 minutes, 56 seconds. Over 40 medical professionals gathered to handle this extraordinary event, each one ready to play their part in making history. The world's attention was fixed on the small 10:0610 minutes, 6-second town of Carlisle, Iowa, where the McCaughey's were about to experience something no one had 10:1210 minutes, 12 seconds ever witnessed before. Every detail had been planned, every possible scenario considered. 10:1710 minutes, 17 seconds, but no one could truly prepare for the magnitude of what was about to unfold. It was a moment of 10:2310 minutes, 23 seconds, uncertainty, hope, and disbelief, with a mix of excitement and nervousness in the air. 10:2810 minutes, 28 seconds. Then, in just 7 minutes, a miracle happened. 7 tiny cries echoed through the delivery room. 10:3510 minutes, 35 seconds, one for each of the septuplets. The babies, each smaller than the size of a palm, had arrived. 10:4210 minutes, 42 seconds, defying every expectation. Their survival was nothing short of a medical miracle, an event that no one had ever imagined would happen. 10:5010 minutes, 50 seconds each of them, was a symbol of life against all odds. Tiny yet fiercely alive, their fragile cries a testament to the strength of their will to survive. 11:0011 minutes as the septuplets entered adulthood. The world that had once watched in awe at their miraculous birth now admired the lives they were creating. They were no longer just a spectacle. 11:11 minutes. 11 seconds their story had transformed from one of survival to one of thriving. It was a powerful reminder. 11:16 minutes. 16 seconds that miracles don't end at birth. The septuplets had blossomed into exceptional individuals. 11:22 minutes. 22 seconds each, embodying the strength, hope, and resilience that had carried them through from the very start. 11:28 minutes. 28 seconds their journey had only just begun, and the world was eager to witness their continued success. What no one could have predicted was that the story of these 7 little lives would inspire 11:38 minutes. 38 seconds millions around the world. The stakes were higher than ever. 9:569 minutes. 56 sequences. Over 40 medical professionals gathered to handle this extraordinary event, each one ready to play their part in making history. The world's attention was fixed on the small 10:0610 minutes, 6-second town of Carlisle, Iowa, where the McCaughys were about to experience something no one had 10:12 minutes, 12 seconds ever witnessed before. Every detail had been planned, every possible scenario considered. 10:17 minutes. 17 seconds, but no one could truly prepare for the magnitude of what was about to unfold. It was a moment of 10:23 minutes, 23 seconds uncertainty, hope, and disbelief, with a mix of excitement and nervousness in the air. 10:28 minutes, 28 seconds then, in just 7 minutes, a miracle happened. 7 tiny cries echoed through the delivery room. 10:35 minutes. 35 seconds, one for each of the septuplets. The babies, each smaller than the size of a palm, had arrived. 10:42 minutes. 42 seconds defying every expectation. Their survival was nothing short of a medical miracle, an event that no one had ever imagined would happen. 10:50 minutes. 50 seconds each of them was a symbol of life against all odds. Tiny yet fiercely alive. Their fragile cries a testament to the strength of their will to survive. 11:0011 minutes as the septuplets entered adulthood. The world that had once watched in awe at their miraculous birth now admired the lives they were creating. They were no longer just a spectacle. 11:11 minutes. 11 seconds their story had transformed from one of survival to one of thriving. It was a powerful reminder. 11:16 minutes. 16 seconds that miracles don't end at birth. The septuplets had blossomed into exceptional individuals. 11:22 minutes. 22 seconds each, embodying the strength, hope, and resilience that had carried them through from the very start. 11:28 minutes. 28 seconds their journey had only just begun, and the world was eager to witness their continued success. What no one could have predicted was that the story of these 7 little lives would inspire 11:38 minutes. 38 seconds millions around the world.